Welcome back to another Reaction Monday, and it's kind of cold here in Ohio. It means winter is almost here. I am not a fan. I am not a fan. I am not a fan of cold weather. But it's not too cold right now, but it's a little rainy today, kind of gloomy, but I can't complain since I've been back for 2 months now. I've had some pretty good weather in Ohio, which is unusual. So not, to complain too much because I've been kind of lucky actually for this fall. So today we are ready to get back to finish an album, although we're not going to finish it today because there are still several more songs to listen to, but we're at least going to do the next 3 that are on this album. And I know some of you are going to be quite disappointed because you were expecting for me to be finishing the Rise Radiant album today, but we're not going to do that. We are going to actually finish the John Petrucci, well, not finish, but we're going to get more into the next songs of the John Petrucci Terminal Velocity. Why, you may ask? Because all of you are like, why? You were going to do Caligula's Horse because you did Haken last week. It's because I want to save the best to last. And for me, Caligula's Horse is so far the best. Although Haken, man, these last songs for Haken, Messiah Complex was pretty sweet. So at least the first 2 songs and the last song. So we're going to get back to some John Petrucci instrumental guitar. I definitely liked Happy Song. Definitely like Gemini. So we're going to be, I think we have Glassy-Eyed Zombie coming up in the second part because I looked at it already and I think that's the second song. And I've heard a bunch of people going crazy over that song. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So maybe the other 2 that are not necessarily anything that I have expectations for, maybe they'll blow me away as well. So let's just find out. Oh yeah. Is this gonna be like the Lost Without You song of the album? It's like bluesy. Out of the Blue. Good title for a bluesy song. Love it so far because I love fucking blues. Can't wait till we get to hear him do some like Feely John solo. It's like a love making song. 1, 2, 3. I always love when the blues is broken up into 6. Feels like a waltz almost. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I was just assuming it was in 4, but it's in 3. This might be one of my favorite songs on the album. Building. So it's very similar to Gary Hoey. This reminds me of Gary Hoey a lot. Yes, just like that right there. Sexy John. I'm gonna say it again. John Petrucci's not melodic. Even pass for John Mayer. Not there. Ooh, I like that syncopation there. Oh yeah. Dig in, dig in. Don't like when he does that. This right there, that right there, is the section of John Petrucci I don't like. I don't like when he does that over and over again. It's almost like the same range and same notes on the fretboard. But everything else is golden right now. Nice. Chooses the greatest notes when those chords are whizzing by to accentuate. I remember he talked about that in a video. When he accentuates those chords, it's really well done. Nice build. Portnoy's doing a pretty good job with this waltz. This is definitely going on my playlist. Nice, slow. Beautiful. As I said in the previous video, when you don't have expectations, that's like the best state that you can be in, because, or even like lower expectations, because when it actually surpasses the expectations, you make it easier for it to surpass the expectations. I was not expecting that at all. I didn't know anything about that song coming into it. Now that I listen to it, the title makes total sense. But, yeah, that's going to be one of my favorite songs on the album for sure. I love Petrucci's technical skills, and I've always said I think what makes him top 1% in the world of guitar players is because he is melodic as much as he is technical speed or whatever. And I think he even, on this last interview, he did an interview with somebody that I just watched like a couple of days ago where he was asked the quintessential question, do you think speed is the death of emotion, or they can't be matched together? And he said, I don't think so. Now, I think that he was also not very good at answering that question, because it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's not like because you're being very fast, it's not emotional at all, but it's also not the other way around either. So it's kind of like, it is true that the faster the speed and the quicker the notes are going by, the less emotion can fit in, which is why when you have like blues specifically, which is the emotional of styles, the most emotional of styles, it's because it's got a lot of room to play and to drag out, which is what emotions are. Emotions are not something that should be quick and fast. They're something that should like bleed a little bit. So I think it's not one or the other, but I do think the faster you tend to get and the more notes you're fitting into a small space, the less emotional it's gonna be. So I don't think that you can say any different. But anyway, this song was highly emotional. This song was great, and it shows what I've been saying forever for people who don't know John Petrucci. He is an emotional, connected player, and I think the fact that he can do both, where it's technical and not, in the sense that it's more emotionally driven, is huge. It shows that he's a versatile player and that he can do anything when he wants to do it. And that's what makes the best guitar players. So my only thing that I said in there that I didn't like was that, like, I don't mind when he does that stuff in a different kind of range or when it's not for more than maybe a bar and a half. But he's done, this isn't a Petrucci-ism that I don't like. It's like the only Petrucci-ism I don't like when he does this, like over and on the same notes, like the same, and it's particularly in this range that he just did in this song, that he does. It's almost like his go-to thing, and he does it quite a bit in a lot of songs. So that's the only thing, but that was literally like maybe 5 seconds of the song, and then everything else was absolutely perfection. So let's move on to this highly anticipated Glassy-Eyed Zombie. Okay, here goes the Jaws of Life of the album. Ooh. Ooh, it does fit the title a little bit. Gritty, nice and gritty. Ooh, love this rhythm part. Especially when you got Portnoy's hi-hat magic. I love his hi-hat magic. And that like that. Portnoy's so fucking tight. I love it. Do wish Dave LaRue would be higher in the mix. There we go. I like that flanger sound. So far, I think we're 2 for 2. This is definitely going on a playlist as well. Now there's those octobans. Such a Portnoy fill there. Ooh, here we go. I feel like I'm waiting for this song to take off, and it's not taking off. It's kind of being stagnant. Maybe it's going to happen here in the next 2 minutes or... Very Metallica-ish. I'm not that impressed with this song. Like that. Ooh, that's some fat. Wow. Sounds very Michelangelo. And yeah, right there. It's very Symphony X. Very Symphony X. Fucking sweeps out the ass. This is gonna be a tough one to pull off live, I'll tell you that for sure. I would have to say that song was just meh, okay to me, except for the last minute and a half. It's that minute and a half at the end makes it a better than average song because of the soloing there was just fantastic. I'm gonna have to listen to it again to get everything because he was doing everything under the sun in that song, and I swear that sounded like Symphony X solo. Like it was almost like he tapped into Michael's kind of Michael Romeo. I said Michelangelo, like the Sistine Chapel. I meant Michael Romeo. So it's almost like he tapped into Michael Romeo's kind of like feel because it literally, I was like, could this be Michael Romeo? Because it was just fast and killer and lots of sweeps and lots of hammering, but it was killer, definitely killer, and that's why Michael Romeo is freaking awesome as well. So I would say I like the song. It's definitely going on my playlist. The beginning was good. I like the kind of theme that it presents, but then it just kind of got boring. And kind of was just like I said, waiting for something to happen, and it didn't really happen until the end, where the end was spectacular. It'll definitely go on my playlist. Maybe I'll get more used to it as I listen to it more and like it more. But it's definitely not my favorite of the album. I would even say Happy to me is better than this overall. But as far as the solo, this is by far the best solo on the album. And I might just kind of like just take the solo by itself and listen to that if I don't like the rest of the song as much. But I do like it, just not my favorite on the album. So let's move on to our final one for today. The Way Things Fall. Nice, Portnoy. Very inspiring. Yes, it's like Happy again. So it has a very 80s feel to it. I like it though. Nice. Dave LaRue just smoked it on that. This is another driving song. Need to take a long road trip for this song. Just a pleasant song. This reminds me of Wishful Thinking. little bit faster tempo. I like the bass part here. Just following. Man, I love this melody. I don't know how they're gonna pull this off for another 5 minutes though. Man, this is totally wishful thinking. Very inspiring and happy. Is that a callback? I mean, there's not much to say. That's why I'm not saying much. It's just a good song. Oh, that was a very Dance of Eternity by Portnoy. Ooh, okay. I was wondering when it was going to change, because you can't just have 7 minutes of that same thing over and over again. Back to blues. Nice Petrucci. Nice jungle groove by Mike. Again. Oof. Nice run there. I like the bass in the background, setting up like a interesting, like dab. I like that. Dave LaRue in this song is awesome because there's not any back rhythm of the guitar. It's just the three of them. Right? Now see, now that comes in. But before that part was just the three of them. I think it sounded... He should do more of that, I think, in his solo albums. He doesn't need this backing rhythm to carry it. Great song, man. Lots of movement. Right there. I would say this song is a little too drawn out. I mean, out of the 3 songs that we listened today, I wouldn't suspected this one to be the longest of the 3. by a good 2 minutes. Love Portnoy's fucking drum sound. And then there were 2. All right, we are down to 2 songs left off this album. And at this point, it's a very strong album. I think after I listen to the next 2, I'm going to make a decision if I like this more than Suspended Animation. It's going to be a tough one because they're pretty close right now. They're pretty close. To my surprise, after these 3, Out of the Blue, I think it was Out of the Blue? Maybe Out in the Blue? I can't remember the name. Is my favorite of these 3. I mean, it's a change up. It's well done. It's bluesy. How can you go wrong with blues unless you totally fuck it up? And then I would have to say I like this one second, probably out of the 3. But this one, I don't know, it's tough. Glassy-Eyed Zombie was good. It was shorter. It's a throw up between these last 2 because, and I don't mean that literally, because I felt like this last one was The Way Things Are. Is that the things they were? I can't, what the hell? What's the name of it? The name of it is The Way Things, oh, I can't see it. It won't show me. But anyway, I feel like this was too long. 7 minutes and 30 seconds for that song was too long. Although it was good, I will put it on my playlist. My main beef is they could have done it, I think, in 2 less minutes. It could have been a shorter song by far. Glassy-Eyed Zombie is probably second for me than this one. But all 3 of them, I think, are good songs. I wouldn't say great songs. I definitely think Out of the Blue or whatever it is my favorite song for sure, and the best song out of these 3. It might even be up there in my top 3 for this album. Might be. That's tough because Terminal Velocity is good, Happy Song is good, Gemini is good, and this one and Out of the Blue or whatever is good. So right now those are my top 4, and then once we hear the next 2, which we got a doozy coming up, so it'll be interesting to see how this fits. But as always, like and subscribe, and we will see you next week for the finish of Rise Radiant. Yes, I'm not going to surprise you. Rise Radiant's coming next week. See you then.